Guests and do not necessarily reflect those of B1039, Up North Radio, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Time for Curry's Corner with Pat Curry.
Hey, Jen, what about me?
And you too, Pete Kent.
Brought to you by Hooked at Curries, Susan Bean at Big Rapids Realty, Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Seth Winger at the Winger Insurance Agency, Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile, Barrington Firearms and Training Center, DW2 Drywall, Michigan ADOS, the Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus, and Paris Auto Sales.
There's a man named Pat Curry, he's got a passion for the news. Brings the stories of Big Rapids and across the county to you. Every Tuesday morning, you know just where to go. Tune in to B1039, he's got the scoop, don't you know? Welcome to Curry's Corner. With Pete Kent by his side, they'll keep you informed and entertained. Taking you on a ride from the latest happenings to the heart of the community. Come on over to Big Rapids and see what's on TV. Oh, wait, now you tell me it's not TV. Well, that's okay, just listen with me. We're on the radio, so now let's go. Time for Curry's Corner on your radio. Let's have some fun.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready.
I'm on now.
Look who's here.
Hey, I want to tell you something. Hey. This
Pete-
isn't
Pete
Pat
Kent
Curry.
is here. Yep.
This is Pete Kent, and I'm on today. Pat will be a little bit late, and I'm here to kind of take his place a little bit, which I can never do. But, I want to thank Jeannie Fribley, as I normally do, FedEx drivers from Cadillac coming down. You guys drive careful because the weather is so nasty out there. We had a school board meeting last night, and it was my last school board meeting as president, probably ever. And I still got another year on the school board, but I'll be pretty active there. We kind of gave big awards out to Riverview. They are probably one of the top 23rd in the state of Michigan for schools, and are in the top, I think, couple of hundred in the United States. So I want to just say thank you to Renee Kent and her group out there. They did a great job. And we just had a pretty nice time. We did a little recognizing people. But, Bob, I was coming in today, and I thought, my goodness gracious, this weather is terrible.
Oh, yeah. Well, welcome to Michigan.
I know it. Where else would you rather be, though, Bob?
I think everybody else is in Florida. I think we're the only ones left.
Go to Florida and get the hurricanes or the big monsoons, and you come to Michigan, you get a little snow.
Yeah.
But that's basically what we get here, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
Nice.
A lot of people go skiing and stuff. I don't ski.
You go make snow angels in the backyard? Or?
Yeah, I don't even do that.
Okay.
I'm lucky to even walk in the building here, Bob. I was having a hard time grabbing hold of the posts and stuff. I'm 88 years old, going on 89, and most people my age are in nursing homes. And so I just want to thank the nursing homes. I'm not there yet. Knock on wood.
We're knocking.
But I'm not too far away from you, so I'll be looking at you. But so go ahead, Bob. Tell me what you think about a little bit of what's going on today.
About what, the weather? Or just
Well, I looked in the paper this morning. I see Tony O'Neill wants an indoor practice facility, and I agree with him 100%.
Right.
The cost is probably going to be $50 million or better, and it's a lot of money. But, we got a lot of money. Ferris has got a lot of money, and people say, well, we don't pay for that. Well, I think our taxes do. How are we going to pay for that? A lot of donations.
Well, the state throws money at U of M and Michigan State. $50 million there is a drop in a bucket. Yeah.
Well, they had a donor gave $480 million, I think, last week. Michigan State did.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think if we could get Pat Curry to donate $50 million. We're going to call it Curry's Corner Football Field, indoor practice facility.
Well, speaking of which, how's your Apple investments going on?
Oh, you know something?
Yeah, $400 million.
My Apple is going well, and my Facebook's going well, and my stock portfolio is doing really well.
Well, that's good to hear.
And I'm my own investor. I'm my own person who does it.
Right.
And I'm my finance person, and I have a lot of fun doing it. And I made some mistakes, but it's been just a little bit of fun.
Mistakes, I've made a few, but then again, yeah, okay.
So, I went down to Curries this morning. I didn't have breakfast. I did not have breakfast
Well,
yet.
you say on the radio every day that you go, every day but Sunday when you go to church.
I do. But I was down to Curries, and I had a lot of coffee, listened to a lot of good stuff.
Right.
And, there was a Spud man there. That's Dan Spadowski.
Yeah.
And, a guy that I really liked. There was about four of them. Randy Vetter was there, and Kim Wells, and Bill Shively, and, we just had Roy. We just had a few guys there, and including me. But, you look around and you think, well, how long are we going to be all around,
Yeah.
It goes so quick, and God can snatch you anytime he wants to snatch you. So I'm going to turn this over. Pat's got a guest coming in.
Right.
And I'm going to turn this over to Jake.
Yep.
And Jake's going to talk a little bit about
the AMVETS.
There you go. Let's hear it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Jake Reichert, commander of the Big Rapids AMVETS, and also a member of the American Legion who lives with us. I got Mark Brecka with me there at the post. Shout out first to Sherry Eichenberg. She turned 70 years old today, so come on out to the post today for Taco Tuesday and burritos. Sherry Eichenberg is going to be there with us at the post, and come celebrate 70 years with Sherry. She's a great volunteer there. We call her Ike in there, and she does some great things with the Ladies Auxiliary too. The AMVETS has got 3 big events coming up this month. First one coming up on the 20th is the AMVETS Sons are going to put together 100 Christmas box dinners, and they're going to actually take them out to veterans and families that aren't able to get out and about.
Isn't that nice? That is really impressive, really.
Yeah, they did 75 last year and took them to the people that needed them, and yeah, they're gonna go out again this year on the 20th. They're gonna build the boxes on the 19th at the post, and then they're putting these boxes together. There's ham in there, there's bread in there, there's potatoes, the small oranges, 2 cans of vegetables. So they're going to put all that together, box it all up, and then they've got places where they're set up for people that just can't get out and about.
Oh, wow.
Need a little Christmas dinner this year. So they've got their stuff set on that.
And when are you going to do this?
That'll be on the 20th. The Sons will be running around delivering. Okay. I'll be out there with them.
All right. That'll be a great time for people to at least eat hearty and have a bad. Oh, and I just guess who just came in the studio. John Zimmerman. He's going to talk a few minutes on stuff. And
morning.
You can keep going.
All right.
We'll all be talking. Sit on Pat's chair.
See, he's the president of the school board, which means that he's good at directing things.
Yeah,
so
directing. Yeah.
The next thing we got coming up is we've got the 41st annual Musicians Christmas Party out at the Big Rapids Eagles. Allison Levesque will be hosting that. Of course, Raised on Radio will be out there, but she'll have plenty of other bands. That's going to start at 6 p.m. Music's going to start till about 11. We've got food out there, $10 to get into the door. I'm going to be doing mystery box auctions. It's fun. People don't understand it right away, but you choose a chance to pick a box, and in that box there's a number, and that correlates to the prizes that's back behind me. And I've got a TV, I've got microwaves, I've got all this big stuff Melissa Price with Priceless Pallets helped me bring down the price on. So we're able to do that as a fundraiser because the AMVETS Post, we are a nonprofit. Yes, there is a canteen in there, but that takes care of our day-to-day operational stuff, keeping the post open, the food, and all that kind of stuff running. But we still have to raise money to do all the good things for the veterans that we need to do. So we'll be doing mystery boxes and having a lot of fun. And they're going to be doing food out there, photos with Santa, Mr. Mr. Santa Claus, Jim Lindsay, will be there to do photos with and everything. And then they'll be doing 50-50s and a bunch of other great stuff. So the Eagles is going to be hosting this for us again. 41st annual, all the townies. This is on the 23rd.
That's great.
I have a feeling part of it's going to be a tribute to Mark Conley as he passes the torch at Quinn's Music.
Yep.
He's been supporting the community all
his
these
dad
years.
used to own that Don Quinn, who was a good friend of mine. Mary Quinn, his wife, is still a good friend of mine.
Yep. I knew Mark when I was a little kid. My dad would take me in there and we'd go and get the stuff my dad
So they're going to be focusing more on the instruments, the guitars and the repairs as well, and less on lights and sound. So if you're a DJ, you'll have to go somewhere else.
Well, I never could do any of that stuff. I didn't know how to play anything except play cards, play poker, and play euchre, which is a Michigan sport. But, you know, I always had a lot of fun as a kid, and I think that the Eagles were very nice to do that for you. And you can't get as many people in the Anvest as you can the Eagles.
Oh, no, we don't have that big room. Yeah, that big room's nice.
And I think everybody works together like this, and the food part is incredible. You know, servicing the families, the service members. And John, you look like you got something you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about, John?
Well, I guess we're talking about Christmas. Sounds like a lot. And, you know, I'm going to talk about the Christmas parade.
Okay, good.
You know, the Christmas parade, I don't know how many people understand the efforts that get put into the Christmas parade. You know, getting the floats done and the city of Big Rapids, you know, I was really impressed with all the protection that they do to keep the kids from getting out on the
new barriers downtown, they
brand
were nice,
new, really beautiful. And you know, the city of Big Rapids puts a ton of work into that to save injuries and lives and so forth that could happen there.
Well, the decorations and the trees and the wreaths, and you know, you go downtown Big Rapids, John, at night, and
beautiful.
wow, it's like a winter fairyland. It looks so very nice.
Beautiful,
so,
yes. And you know, the other thing, on the rails of trails, you know, in the summertime, you know, there's been so much work and effort put in down in by the Gypsy Nickel and then through there on the trails. Really pretty.
Yeah.
And, you know, we just have a lot of stuff to be thankful for. And talking about the Eagles, backing up here just a little bit, Saturday afternoon, I believe it was at 2 o'clock as I went to.
Yep.
They done a beautiful tribute over there for Randy Schubert.
Yep.
And he's going to be missed a lot. You know, Randy was he was a guy that walked to the beat of his own drum, but he was a good guy. He'd done a lot of good stuff for everybody in the area. Good electrician, Terry.
Oh, one of the best,
He was really good, for sure.
He always sat there at the end of the bar. I hate to say bar, but he always sat there, and I always would talk to Randy, and I thought he was a little younger than what he was, but
I did too.
You know, he's such a good guy, and I'm sorry I couldn't make it Saturday.
Well, you know, if anybody was there, it was a proven fact to how good he was by the crowd that was there.
A lot of people were there packed.
Full house. So, we live in a very good area. We have a lot of good people.
You know something, John? I look on Facebook and people say, well, they don't like Big Rapids, they don't like this, and they don't like... You know something? What's there not to like? If you don't like it, leave.
Just move.
But you know, the thing I always say is the opportunities in Big Rapids, if you want to make it. If you want to be out and go out and help... like the Eagles or help people deliver food or do anything like this, you can do it. And you can be a volunteer.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you want to complain, what are you complaining about? You know, we have everything here.
We sure do. And what you don't have, you can make it.
Yeah.
You can make it happen, you know. And talking about that, along with Christmas, Thursday night, well, I kind of got myself into this morning. I talked to Pat about doing a little ad for our group, and Thursday night from 5 to 7 at the Fox Grocery, Red Fox Grocery.
Sure, yeah.
There's going to be Santa Claus is there, and there's literally hundreds and, I don't know, I think maybe I could go so far as to say several hundred kids come through to talk to Santa Claus. and it's a very nice event. And of course, that's Christmas shopping night, I guess I'm going to call it.
Yeah, okay.
In the city, and lots of people in the city. And our group, which is called the Tree Scouts, we're going to be doing live music in the entryway coming in.
Oh, wow.
So there'll be a lot of Christmas music for a couple hours.
So go down to the Red Fox Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
5
o'clock to 7.
Yeah.
Make sure you go in there and support the Red Fox. It's nice to have a grocery store downtown.
For sure. They do a lot of good things there, and a lot of kids come in who have a good time. So, probably some people's wondering now, who's the Tree Scouts?
Who are the Tree Scouts?
The Tree Scouts. Oh.
Who are the Tree Scouts? Yeah, who are they?
Good question.
Okay, Tree Scouts is a group that actually we started sometime back, and the Tree Scouts. Can you imagine how it got this name, Tree Scouts? Who do you think was to be a Tree Scout?
Well, I think a lot of the Boy Scouts might be a Tree Scout.
Oh, could be. Well, I was never a Boy Scout, but anyway.
I was a Cub Scout, but not a Boy Scout.
I was a farm scout. I guess I worked on it. Okay, well, we'll talk about the Tree Scouts. So I'll list some names here. Rod Boker, he plays guitar and he sings really good. And then we have Mindy Monk. Now, everybody knows Mindy Monk. She's local.
Yep.
Ron was her dad. Wonderful individual right there that done just a whole bunch for the city of Big Rapids.
Same age as I was.
Yes, nice guy. And then we have Carl London. He plays guitar and he sings along pretty good too. And his wife Liz, she kind of helps along here with everything. Very good person too. And then we have my daughter. Has a lovely voice. That would be Jamie Zimmerman, and myself.
Oh, that'll be good, John.
Yeah.
You want to give a little sample of what you're going to sing? Is it country or bluegrass or
be all Christmas?
All Christmas songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
And what mainly is a band if it was going out the Tree Scout? Would it be a country? Would it be a classical? Would it be
probably, I guess we probably do country mostly. A little mix
up.
And
Bob knows what I like. Bob, do we got to say 103.9, number one in radio of 1980s and more in Big Rapids?
And Christmas music now.
And now we're in Christmas season, and who doesn't like Christmas music? I know someone who doesn't. Grinch doesn't like Christmas music.
She doesn't like Christmas.
No, but I think that I love Christmas. I don't get any presents.
I do too.
But I love it. If everybody, you guys, if everybody could act, like Merry Christmas, everybody could act like they do at Christmas time. What a world this would be. What a world. Wouldn't have the wars, wouldn't have the fighting, we would have brotherhood, we'd have peace. And
pretty close. Big Rapids is more friendly than most, but of course we know everybody.
Well, you know everybody, and I know a lot of people, and we all know a lot of people, but I don't know everybody. But
you know a lot. You've been around.
If you don't know me, stop in at Curries in the morning and say hi to me.
There you go.
I'm the white-haired guy sitting on the end of the table.
Yeah.
And
good conversation at Curries.
Oh yeah.
That
Pat, where are you, Pat?
He's coming right now.
Pat Curry now is coming in, ladies and gentlemen.
Here comes
and I'm taking the earphones off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let him take care of the show.
See. What are we going to say?
And we've introduced all his guests. And I think
we're just going to repeat everything now. So.
Pat, don't repeat he's going back to get coffee or water or bathroom or something.
Yeah. Well, he did send me a text. I read it this morning about 7 o'clock and said, John, why don't you just come in and start my show and do something? But I think you've done that. And I guess I was used to coming in at 9, but it's supposed to be at 8.
Well, I always listen to the John Zimmerman show on Friday.
Yeah.
And I got a real big kick out of listening to about the bees and the butterflies and all that different stuff.
Yeah, sure enough.
And you do a great show on Friday morning, John.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
And when are you going to start back your show?
I don't know. This morning I was watching the news at 6 o'clock, and I see our wonderful president is going to be, of course, the farmers. Everybody. That's my show, Farmers Tales.
Yep.
But it should have been just tales, I think, about farming. But
Big Rapids tales, John.
maybe.
Big Rapids
Yeah,
tales.
it could be. But it was all fun. But I see, so many farmers had a bad rap this year with drought. And I see Trump is going to be putting a bunch of money into helping these farmers out and keep it going. And I don't know how many people realize that what kind of a shortage we got with farmers and beef and crops.
Well, we got to do a lot of import-export.
Yeah.
A lot of import-export.
For sure.
And here comes Pat Curry through the doorway threshold.
Yeah.
He's not coming in, though. I don't know what his problem is.
He's probably just
Hey,
hanging
I
out.
was going to ask you something. When I came to town, do you know where the Eagles was?
Oh yeah, I remember where it was.
Where?
There was it was right off of Maple Bridge, right there, the original doorway.
It was above Emil's, across from J.C. Penney's. Emil's.
Okay, that's a lot further back than
And that was
Red Fox
the Eagles.
Grocery.
That was the Eagles then, because I absolutely joined the Eagles back then and then dropped out.
Was above Red Fox Grocery.
No, it wasn't either. It was above Emil Ranninen's jewelry store, right across from the old A&P.
Sure enough.
And that's where it first was. And then it moved over to Pat Curry's building.
That's the one I remember.
Yep. And then they got kicked out of there because Pat needed the space. And so they put in they moved out to their present location.
Well, Merry Christmas to Pat.
Yep. Pat's in here now. He's I don't know what he's doing. I don't even know if he listened to the show. Pat, we've introduced your guests. They've already told their spiel. So when you sit down, I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I got to go.
You can't go. You got to stay.
Well, I'm too old. You guys are in here. I don't want to be taking up the conversation. And here he does. Here he's coming. Nope. He says, wait 5 minutes.
We can take a quick break.
Okay.
And come back. We'll do
Let's
that.
take a quick break.
And then we'll actually start.
Merry Christmas
This was
to
the
everybody.
prelude. This is the overture, as they say.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the rest of the show coming
Thank
up on
God.
After decades of satisfied customers, Paris Auto Sales is still your trusted used car center of Big Rapids. So if you've been driving the same vehicle for what seems like decades, come on down to Paris Auto Sales and get yourself a new ride today. Now with 2 locations to better serve you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, big or small, and everything in between. That's Paris Auto Sales. Their team has the experience to get you financed and get you into the vehicle you've been waiting for.
Where do you go for Michigan's #1 concealed pistol license course? The same place thousands of Michigan residents have over the past 15 years, the Barrington Firearms Training Center. The BFTC conducts state-certified CPL courses right here locally inside the Barrington Conservation Club at 3444 18 Mile Road in Barrington. For just $99, all you need to bring us is your Michigan ID to these all-inclusive one-day CPL courses, which include the use of firearms, ammo, eye and ear protection, coffee and donuts in the morning, and lunch at noon. That's right, just $99 gets you everything needed to take the police department instructed course that includes the training necessary to safely load, unload, handle, and store your firearm. Students will also be trained on when it is legal to defend themselves with a firearm under Michigan's Stand Your Ground law and Castle Doctrine. Call 231-250-7257 or go online at michigancpltraining.com to register for one of their upcoming $99 all-inclusive CPL courses. Get armed, get trained at the Barrington Firearms Training Center.
Dale I've known for many, many years, and I tell you what, when somebody needs some help, he's there. Just like your typical Mecosta County resident, Dale Whaley is a good American. So if you're ever looking for a drywaller for free estimate, call Dale. I'm telling you, you're going to be happy with his work. I have recommended Dale to a lot of people, and you know what the greatest compliment I've ever gotten is thanks for sending Dale. He did a great job for me. Guy's just fantastic. Just not only is a drywaller with DW2 drywalling, but it's just a great person. It doesn't hurt to have him come into Curries either. There's just so many good things about Dale. He's just a great American, and give him a call, DW2 Drywall at 231-679-0475. That's right, 231-679-0475. Dale Whaley is DW2 Drywall, greatest guy on drywalling end of it.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash. And a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or give us a call at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778.
When the time comes to say goodbye, you need a funeral home that understands your family's needs. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus have been a trusted part of this community for generations. They do take care of every family like their own, and they hear it time and time again.
My name is Christina Beers. I would say there's lots of funeral homes in the area, but there's only a small few that can do it with class and with quality and with that personal touch and care. And I would put Janowitz Family Funeral Home at the very top of that list.
Let them help guide you through a challenging time with care, respect, and compassion. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus. Local, professional, and here for you when it matters most.
Sometimes crossing paths with a flying stone is inevitable. But whether you have a small chip that needs quick attention or a windshield that's beyond saving, Michigan ADA's Calibration and Glass is there to help. If your vehicle has been in an accident and you're working with insurance, they'll handle the entire process from start to finish. From windshields to back glass and even power windows, they'll see you through it. Pun intended. Save time and skip the dealership with Michigan ADA's Calibration and Glass. Same location as JR Customs and Collision, just north of 19 Mile in Big Rapids.
I'm Haley. My husband and I bought our home pretty much about 2 years ago. We are actually looking to downsize now. We had only used one realtor in years past, and we felt we wanted to use someone local rather than who we went with last time, just because they have a little bit more experience in our local market. We used Sue Bean. Sue Bean is professional because she always makes sure to have her clients' courtesy in the back of her mind. She always makes sure that, you have at least 24 hours notice for a showing request. She makes sure that, you are well aware of who these people are, where they're coming from, what their interest level is, so you're not wasting your time. I think a big thing for ours was they had to have pre-approval. So that was great because we are a busy family. We're home a lot. So having that specific courtesy to give us the heads up in advance was really beneficial in our case. You can get a hold of Susan Bean at Big Rapids Realty by calling 231-580-9546 or online at bigrapidsrealty.com. Email her at sbean, S-B-E-A-N, at bigrapidsrealty.com.
Hooked at Curries.
Hey, I want to tell you something. Their sandwiches are incredible. But get the cheeseburger with caramelized onions. You won't ask where the beef is.
All right, we're
WBZX Big Rapids. Okay, so you're good for an hour, Pat.
You're going to spend the night here tonight, Bob.
Yeah, maybe.
Golly, yeah, I tell you what, I got a guy who's going to get on the phone here, Lester Robbins. Boy, that's an old name out on Cottonwood Avenue. Yeah, Lester used to work on trucks and cars out there on Cottonwood Avenue, right off of 7 Mile in Newaygo County.
Good old friends of Irvin Gerst.
Yep. The whole Federals out there, the Kylings, there's a whole bunch. But we're not going to talk about that area today. We're going to talk about Stanwood. And I want, in a few minutes here, we're going to call Les Ellison. I think he's up by now anyway. I called him last week, and I said, Les, what are you doing tomorrow morning? And he said, probably the same thing I'm doing this morning. And we talked a little bit, and I said, I'd like to reminisce about Stanwood a little bit, about your life, because a lot of people know Les because of that big smile on his face he's always got. And I always teased him about being the ladies' man of Stanwood. He had a wonderful wife. She worked at Ferris for many, many years, and unfortunately he lost her a few years back. But Lester's in his 90s now, and he's got a good memory yet. And we're going to touch base with him here in a few minutes. But before we do, Jake from AMVETS is here today, and Commander-in-Chief over there, you might say he is. I'm pretty impressed with the group of AMVETS we got here. Most of them are late in years, the Vietnam War guys. I look at Johnny Wiseman and all those guys that went over and fought that terrible, terrible war back in the day and came back home and the way they were treated and stuff. And And I know a lot of our officials in the government world's tried to help them out over the years, but sometimes they got kind of lax. But people like Jake here got it back rolling, and they do a lot more for the community than we really give them credit for. You know, they're kind of hidden back there off of 4th Avenue there off of Chippewa Lake Road, and they got a nice little facility there for comrades can get together and reminisce of the old and what they've seen in their lives. It's a pretty sobering experience. And I wish sometimes that, our students, they go to the Veterans Award, to the Veterans Parade every year and show up. And I know they know what's going on, that these people fought for them to have their freedom. But they ought to sometime, maybe you folks should take your kid to the AMVETS and see the sad faces on some of these guys of what they've gone through in their lives. I know, Jake, we won't get into it too long here, so I'm going to go ahead and let you talk about the Christmas dinner that you guys are so fortunate to be putting on here pretty quick.
So, once again, this is the 5th annual Christmas dinner, and it's put on by Stacy Bowman. She's the Sergeant at Arms in the Ladies Auxiliary. This is one of her passion projects every year, and everybody loves to come together to help her out, all of our sub clubs and members and everything. And it's basically for people that don't have a place to go for dinner, for Christmas this year. And we get people after they have their Christmas in the morning, they come down and they help out and they help serve all the food. So we take some food over to our Brother's Keeper, or they can come in. You don't have to be a member to come to this. You can come right in and get a Christmas dinner. So if you're the only one in your family that's here in town, you don't have anywhere to go.
Right.
Come on in and see us. We also take dinners over to the first responders over at Public Safety. We make sure we take care of those guys that are on call right then. And also we have dinners boxed up, ready to go over to Wise and everybody. So last year we had, quite a few people come in. It starts at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. There's going to be turkey and ham and everything. All the fixings are out and all that stuff. And we just put out, you don't got to pay for anything. We just put out a donation box. You come in and you want to donate to it for next year, it just rolls into next year's dinner. And it's been compounding. And Stacy does a great job every year getting this out. She talks to all the people. She gets the donations to come in. So that's one of our other good events. So it's like we got the Sun's Box Dinners on the 20th. We've got the Christmas party on the 23rd. Then we got the Christmas dinner here. And, oh, by the way, the Riders. We don't forget the Riders. That's all of our sub clubs. They've already installed that furnace this year for a family that really needed it. So that Heat Up for the Vets, that $5,000 cash raffle we had, the money that was left over for that, they've already gone and installed the furnace. So Fulmer and Sons, Joel Fulmer, who's the president of the Riders, they've already gone on and done that. So these events, we are a nonprofit post. And like I said before, the post, the normal day-to-day operations, that money goes to that. These donations that come in, you guys are seeing where they're going. They're going to help everybody else out. The veterans here in the community, their families, all those things. The wheelchair ramp we put in, for Jim Walls, so he can come home and be with his family, in his last times here. And a lot of those great things. Today, 2 more things, keep Linda Beulah still in your prayers. She's still down there in the ICU area. They're looking to get her out of there. She had a 5 bypass surgery, so we're looking for her to have a quick recovery, hopefully, and get back up here and do the great things that she does. And also, last but not least, our son's commander, Mark Danielson. It's his birthday today, too.
So. I was going to wish Mark happy birthday today. I saw his wages in the Pioneer yesterday, so I'm sure he's celebrating that, too. Everybody knows what he makes.
Yeah, for sure.
No, he's a good man, yeah.
A lot of good things in the Big Rapids area, like we was talking about.
Yeah, but we should be giving back to these guys. Instead, they're giving back to the communities. What do you think of that, Bob? Isn't that something? They're resilient, aren't they? Absolutely. I mean, you think about it, what you guys endured in your lives, your young lives, Iraq War, Afghan, and all that others. And then you come back to the States and you go to the post, and instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you almost feel sorry for the people out there that you fought for. But anyway, we really appreciate you and commend you, Jake, for what you've done for the community. And
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Wish you many, many, many more years. Yeah, we got some birthdays. I had them up on my little phone here. Let me see if I can get it back here real quick. I just wanted to wish, like Molly Pretzloff. Have a great day, Molly. I'm going to post that to you up in Gaylord, Michigan. Her husband, Jeff Pretzloff, was Adam's football coach back in the day. And the reason I bring him up is because Adam said he he was one of those guys that wishes he would have stayed in Big Rapids because he was making a big difference in the youth of our community.
Sure enough, yeah.
And he raised a nice family. His son's playing down the Michigan State football team down there. I guess they got a new coach, and we'll see what happens down there. But we wish him well. Ruth Ann Bayshaw, she was a row mine. She married Bob Bayshaw years ago. Had two boys. Oh, did you? Yeah. So she's a class of 52. And
for sure.
Yeah, my story, right? But anyway, Ruth, I lost it already. Ruth Ann Bayshaw, I don't know how old you are, but happy birthday. Smile. It's your birthday, Ruth Ann. Great gal. Carol Platt, another year older. Melissa Bayless. Melissa, married to John there. Great gal. She's had her, and happy birthday. And Barbara Donna McAdams, another year to you. So, yeah, we've had a lot of birthdays lately. I guess you do that in America, don't we, Bob? Always have happy birthdays. But listen, time's rolling. I want to get talking to Les Ellison. You got him on there, Bobby? Let's call Lester the Ellison from Stanwood, Michigan. If you don't know the Ellisons, you don't know Stanwood. He's one of my favorite people of all time. I don't know. I guess you might say I've known him for most of my life. And hopefully we'll get him on here. I don't know. Hopefully he's up. Les?
Yeah.
This is your old friend, Pat Curry. How are you doing this morning?
Pat Curry, how are you going to call me at 8:30?
Les,
well, I had
You're live on the radio, by the way.
Oh, Bob. We had a meeting. I had to go to.
Oh.
And I apologize. Good. And I had some long-winded guys on here that took up a half an hour. But we're on now. We can go on until noon if we want to. But
No, because I'm a short-winded fella today. I tell you, matter of fact, can you hang on just a second?
Yep, I will.
Because I got to get my necktie on.
Okay, yeah, you do that.
And my white shirt.
Right.
Because, talking with somebody that's important in Big Rapids.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You don't realize what that does to a guy, That rolls my skirt up so far that,
how many years?
Counting the snowflakes.
I bet you are. I think of Les Allison, and I ain't blowing smoke up either. I think of Red Mill Lumber, because you worked there years ago where Cash and Carry is now, right?
Yeah.
What year was that put in? Do you remember about in the 50s, 60s, or?
Well, we got it in 58.
Oh.
But then Ted Wallstead owned it before.
Wow. So, who was with you, along with you, that you owned it back in the day?
Just Gordon Van Dyke.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a money man, He was trumping. I was biting,
Mm-hmm. I know. He was frugal, wasn't he? Did he leave you in the will? Did he leave you in the will?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you went on to build.
Made sure I got my share of the debts.
Right, there you go. I bet he did. How about, so how many years did you work there? Then you went on to be a builder, didn't you?
Yeah. I worked there, I think, 17 years.
Wow. Yeah.
I learned a lot there, I tell you. That was the best education. Everybody ought to have a shot at that.
What, a lumber yard?
Lumberyard or working a place like that.
Right.
It's the coldest place. That and the railroad is the two coldest places there is to work.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. See, you don't realize.
No.
I mean, old Pat Curry was always in a nice warm building and maybe run out and jump in the truck where it's nice and warm.
Right. I was telling the other day, Les, about driving wrecker for my dad. I asked him one time, I think I was like 17. I started driving illegally at 15. That's when you could do those things. You remember what year you started driving a vehicle?
About 14.
Yeah. Isn't that something? Was it a pickup truck, old flatbed, or what?
Old pickup truck. Man, I can't think of the sheriff's name. Ain't that awful?
That's all right. No, it's okay. How about, where was you raised at, Les? Where you live now?
Yeah.
Okay, that was...
a half mile, about 3/4 of a mile across.
Oh, across on the other road.
Yeah, on Bobby's.
Oh, okay. All right. So, what did your dad do? Farm then?
Well, mostly on the welfare.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They had welfare back then?
He had, oh, yeah. that was the welfare that where it ought to have been today.
Right. How's that?
Because if you was able to work, you worked.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What did
earned your keep.
Right. Yep.
Today you hadn't better work. You know.
What did your dad had a farm there then, eh? You grew up on a farm?
Yeah, and then he done quite a lot. Well, he always trucked.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, God, I remember the first truck he got was 1925.
Wow.
Bought off old Merle. Merle Cox. Was it Merle Cox that lived up there right where, God, my 12 Mile Road right there. What is that, where Routley's is?
Yep, that's 12 Mile Road.
Yeah. There's a house right there, and he lived in there. We bought that old truck from him.
We
all started hauling cattle, and we hauled everything. That's about what we went down. I remember one time went down to Jackson and got a load of furniture. That was like about hauling marijuana, you know?
Right. Making good money, huh?
Well, no, they watch that. You better have a bill, receipt on that furniture. If you got caught without a receipt, Mr. Dooley.
Well,
they figure, I don't know, people seem to be stealing it then, you know?
Yeah.
So you better have, like I say, you better have a receipt of what you had there. And
what did, so we're going to jump back and forth in your life a little bit. So where did you go to school? Was it a one-room schoolhouse, or did you have air conditioning and a brick schoolhouse?
Oh, we had the brick schoolhouse down there. But I went to the first old school. I only went to the 3rd grade, and the woodpeckers ate the damn school down. So we had to start over again. Then in the meantime, they built our brick one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So back in the day, you grew up there and built your own house and the barn and all.
Oh yeah. We the first old house we lived in. Pat, you won't believe this, but this farm was noted for the best farm in the area for sweet fern. That was them damn ferns would come up about 1.5 feet tall, and he's thick. My dad used to, when he'd plow that, he had us kids took a 3-time fork and bent it, made L out of it, and us kids is out there digging out them sweet fern roots.
Wow.
But anyway, we used them. We piled them up and over the house. We kept the damn house warm.
Really?
Yeah, like I say.
Yeah.
But that's all right. We lived through it, see?
Yes, you did. Yeah. Nobody ever gave you nothing, did they?
Huh?
I say, if you didn't make it yourself, nobody gave it to you, did they?
No. That was one thing good about it.
What happened to the country, you think, Les? Where'd we turn?
You don't want to get me started on that, because I tell you, Pat, and it's so, I don't even know how to explain it. The country is done gone, is shot. The people, well, if you want to get and have business going, buy a bunch of dog chains and dog collars, because the people are used to being led now.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You're damn right. They're used to being led. It just, I don't know.
Well, back in the day, I remember Gary Kyling and I used to come down to your meat house. I don't know if a lot of people remember this, but you had 2 brothers and yourself in that slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah.
What was their names? Don and...
Don and Bob.
Yep, Don and Bob and you.
Then Harry come in.
Oh, Harry lived down south for a while, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, Grand Rapids.
Yeah, then he moved up here and retired up here. Yeah, you guys were a real close family, weren't you?
Well, yeah. You see, and then for some odd another, Pat Curry and Gary Kyling got involved.
Yep.
And they're the one got us being known the biggest violators.
Yep.
We was pretty good.
Yeah, you were very good at it.
Before that, But then when you come along, oh, man.
Yeah.
People don't understand, but that's all right.
Yeah.
We didn't sell it.
No.
It did. I remember old Byron Aldridge, the game warden. Old Byron and I got to be pretty good friends after I got out to lumberyard, working there. And I told him, I said, you don't know how many times you Pittner caught me. And he says, well, maybe I didn't want to. I said, yeah, you wanted to. But we was just one jump ahead of you.
Oh, Fred Bush could have kicked in there and helped him probably.
Oh,
well, I don't know, but I'll never forget the one night I said Les one day, I said, boy, I could use some venison. He said, you come on down to the house here. And he says, you'll give you one. Open the barn up, says, which one you want?
that was like I say, well.
That was like yesterday. But that meat house, you guys had quite a business down there, didn't you? You cut up.
Oh, yeah.
You did the whole works there, didn't you? You slaughtered them.
Yeah.
You cut them up. Then you had that display in the front.
I was telling somebody the other day, my dad worked over there at Browers Park. He run that for a while,
Mm-hmm.
And I sold hamburger over there, illegal, but that's all right. I never done anything legal. But 5 pounds for $1.
Wow. No,
that's just about like it is today.
5 1/4, 5.5 pounds. That one didn't want to.
Wow. How big was that Browers Park? Your dad was one that started that, didn't he?
Yeah, him and God, I can't think of his name. And then the county got involved in it. That's when they started remodeling it, redoing it.
Who owned that land back in your dad's day?
Oh, I think Henry Browers.
Oh, okay, that's how they come up with that name, eh?
Yeah, Browers Park.
Yeah, I'll be darned. That was privately owned at one time.
Oh, yeah. It's funny, Pat, how them years change things.
Yeah.
And now, can I jump over on something else?
Yep, I want you to, whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I want the college town you live in.
Yeah.
Now, when did we really change that to a college town?
Well, I guess define
the old Big Rapids, where you had a store on every corner, and everybody in that store you could take anything here, and they knew something about it. And if you had a watch and need the band onto it, you could take it in there, and they'd put a watch band on for you. You get thinking about all that. Well, I shouldn't go into that, Pat, because...
No, you go ahead. You deserve this time.
I get thinking about old Herb Adrian down there. Remember Western Auto?
Yeah.
Bicycles?
Yeah, sure. Burn Strang, yeah.
And then there's Versal Strang. He had a garage right in back of that
jewelry store. Yeah. In the alley right there.
Yeah, in the alley. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Used to rebuild generators and all kinds of stuff.
Now, who was that? Worked in there some, and he worked over to Benny's. God, he can't think of his name.
Fran Cassidy?
Fran Cassidy, I believe. Fran Cassidy, I bet.
No, this is somebody else.
McDonald.
Him and old Tuffy.
Tuffy Snyder? No. No, how about McDonald? Dan McDonald's dad, Mac.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about him.
Yeah. Was that who was working in there with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was pretty handy, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Like I say, well, you can go in there. I'd say, tell somebody the other day. Walked down the street, and now there was, the old age, you getting in the middle. He had run that electric store. Stanky.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, you take it, if your coffee pot is broke, you can take it in there, your toaster, you know?
Yeah. Now they throw them away.
Yeah, now where do you go with that stuff?
Yeah.
Pearson. Go down to Pearson.
Yeah.
It's the landfill.
Let's talk about Stanwood for a minute. What do you remember Stanwood? Remember how flourishing it was down there? They had a grocery store there and a bank. And what made Stanwood at the day? What was their biggest? Was it farmers?
Stanwood's a pretty good little place. At the time, Bill Klein had that bar down on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
An old Porter had that hardware store. And there was quite a lot of business going on. I remember when the streets was so damn full, you couldn't even hardly get down there. Then cherry season come along, but before that, taters. The old stone building was the old tater house down there. One time there was 80 teams of horses, wagons, lined up to unload potatoes. See, they'd unload them potatoes there, then they'd load them in a boxcar and ship them out.
On railroad, eh?
Yeah.
So that elevator's been there for 100 years, huh?
Oh, yeah. See, then they used to bring, God, I can't think of his name, Pat. Used to go out west and buy a bunch of horses. Wild horses, everything. He'd put them on the railroad and ship them in here, and they had a big corral down here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'd have the auction them horses off, you know.
Then, so like Stanwood was a farming community all along.
Oh, yeah.
Was there much logging going on? Because I know Big Rapids.
Logging going on. There were old sawmill, old Turners. God, was it Turners? Had that sawmill over on the east side, that big sawmill, and it's just like everything else. It just kind of had its day, you know.
Yeah, you lived in the best of day.
Being a big old ice house down there. Us kids, old Perry Anderson used to be kind of the wheel down there. And this big ice house, well, I see, it looked big then. It was probably 30 by 40. And yeah, it was probably 14-foot size, but they'd fill that now. I don't know. The village would fill that with ice.
Where'd they get the ice from? Is there a pond down there or a creek or what?
No, I don't know where they did drag it in. They brought in the horses and sleighs.
Wow. And
then old Perry Anderson hired us, I and my brothers, two brothers, Bob and Harry, to carry sawdust in 5-gallon pails.
Yeah.
Put on that ice.
Oh, yeah. That's how they kept her all summer, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Carry that, you know. If kids had to do that today, here we had to take 5-gallon pail, go up the ladder with it, and then dump it on that and spread it around. But hell, I'm talking about putting 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6 inches of sawdust on that ice to keep it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
No, I tell you, Pat, too many people, I'm not bragging, that can go back as far as I can. Not that there's a lot of people older than I am, but I mean, the things that we done come up the hard way, you know?
Yeah.
But by God, you know, I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah, you did it. Well, you had fun. You were always having fun, weren't you? You made the best of it, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, that was the next thing to do, is have a little fun, you know?
That's the trouble with today, that the poor kids are pushed into things and given things they just don't. You got to have a purpose, you know, and I just feel bad for them sometimes.
You know, Pat, I'm probably the biggest complainer of going. But then, if you flip the page over, and what has kids got to do?
Right. Yeah.
We'll go out and raise the devil.
Yep. Do you remember when the first credit card came out? I think that's the demise of our community right now, these credit cards. You guys, did you have credit back at the store in the day?
No, and I didn't have a credit card, but hell, I had credit. That's one thing I will give my dad credit for. Or, by God, his credit was always good. You know.
So you guys did like grocery stores and stuff. They used to write it down, then pay it once a week or a month.
Yep.
Wow.
But sometimes right down there at the grocery store, we used to take 5 gallon of cream down there, and he'd buy that. I don't know if they churned it, made their own butter, or what the hell they did do with it. But and then eggs, we'd take eggs down there, sell to them. That's how we paid for part of our.
Now, did they
Lots
have
of bartering?
Yeah. How about animals? You know, like today we have fox, bobcat, wolves, coyotes, bear. What was there back in the day when you were a kid growing up as far as varmints out in the woods?
I guess that we never even thought about it, Pat. I guess we just went on with life and didn't even think about. We'd go out there as a kid and get a rabbit or two, you know.
But do you remember seeing
squirrels and maybe venison? But as far as we never really spent any time hunting per se, going out and making a practice of hunting. We just, like say, we wanted venison. We slip out there, and usually evenings you could get one, you know. But then there's a few of your friends all the time. They liked it too. You had to help them out a little, you know.
That's what I was going to ask you. Back in the day, did you guys always take care of the neighbors if the neighbors needed something?
Yeah. They, you know, you talk about that. That's something. Pat, there ain't really nothing that I can't hardly talk about. Now, show you what kind of neighbors we was. Our neighbor, old Bill Johnson, would come over, and Ray Parner, they'd come over and help us, but we'd butcher 2 or 3 hogs. They would help us butcher. Usually end up giving them a half, you know. Well, that didn't hurt us. But I don't know. You wouldn't have that today,
Well, your dad sounds like he was a hard worker. Then he had everything you guys needed. You never went without food, right?
Oh no, that's one thing. By God, maybe he had bean soup, but that's all right.
Yeah. So
you know,
what?
The old saying is beans 9 times a day.
You guys were all pretty good.
Potatoes, remember them?
Yeah, you guys are pretty good horsemen too, aren't you? Your brothers.
Yeah, we kind of dickered around a little bit with horses.
Did you ever race them?
No. I come close.
Yeah.
I bought one off old Doc Asplin.
Oh,
remember him?
Yep, sure do, yeah.
And I was going to breed her. She was a racehorse, but she had one hip down. And I was going to breed her and get cold. But then, if you didn't belong, there you go.
Yeah.
If you didn't belong to Curries race.
Right. Or
Right,
Gilbert's. The Gilberts.
So, yeah, it's just you didn't belong to the clique, so.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I mean,
everybody
treated the people good.
Everybody wanted to be with you, though. I remember going in the restaurant when I was a kid. You'd meet up with your old buddies at, it's called, Sally's back then, or what was that restaurant in Rogers Heights that you always went to, and you had a table full of guys. God, I was...
Old Ferds.
Yeah. Then all those guys are gone now, aren't they?
Yeah, like you say, them days are done gone.
Yeah.
Now you go in a restaurant, but now here you go. You open the door again. I was in that restaurant one day, and that's what gets me worldwide. I get so damn excited, mad. But I was in there one day sitting having a cup of coffee. This guy walked in. He had a state car. I seen him drive in, and I sat in there to that big round table. And here he come in, a nice suit on, a white shirt, necktie, and I stood there and I said, well, you're welcome to sit down here with me if you want to. So, yeah, he said, thank you, and he sat down and we started talking. Of course, leave it to me, I couldn't keep my, no, I had nose trouble so bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we started talking, I said, what do you do? He said, well, to be honest with you, he said, he said they closed my department down about a year ago. Nobody said anything, what to do with anything. He said, I will go in there in the morning, in the Lansing, pick up my car. He said, I'm lost, and I get lost all day. He said, this has been going on for pretty near a year. Now, Pat, I tell you, you say what you want, but I come just about uncorked, stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, there ain't no damn sense that it's just, like I say, there's no end to me talking on that stuff. It's just like the welfare. Now, years ago, the supervisor, if there was a family hard out, the supervisor went there and looked it over. And he went to the county commission and said, well, you know, Lester Allison needs really a ton of hay. The horse or cattle ain't got no feed there. So they authorized him to go somewhere, get that ton of hay, and the county paid for it. But it started there and stopped right there. There wasn't 15 people on the damn circuit. Well, that ain't my department, you know, and all this. I get so sick of that you'd go there and like say, by God, if you could work, you worked.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Did you have any lazy people back then, Les, that you looked at and said, why don't you get a job?
Oh, yeah, but there was few and far between because usually back there in them days, everybody was so damn hard up, you had to pin their scratch to make a living, you know?
Right, yeah.
Now, Pat, to be honest with you, you're a businessman. You're up there like Donald Trump, you know, and God bless you, you know.
That's a compliment.
We're still down here digging taters with an 06-time fork, you know. But I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, you're talking about me being Donald Trump, which I said thank you for the compliment.
Oh, yeah, how could I forget Donald Trump, huh? But anyway, if you was able to work, by God, you worked, and you went. We helped one another.
Right.
You know.
Right.
If a guy needed help, you didn't say, "Well, by God, I was over there last time, helped him. He never come back and helped me." Well, if a guy needed help, that's when you helped him.
Yep. You know, Joe Bayshaw just texted me, and he says, ask Les about the poor farm. Then it was the Stanwood Hospital. What's the story on the poor farm? Whose poor farm was it?
That Millard Buskert run it.
Oh, what kind of farm was that?
It was a county farm. People got, well, there you go. People got so they was just alone in this whole world and got old. They take them down there, they put them in that county farm. No different putting them in jail, you might say. They wasn't in jail because they was free. They could walk down to Stanwood, but most of all, if they could work, well, run a hole in a garden, that's where they was.
Was there a lot of them?
By God, they were self-supporting. That farm was self-supporting. My brother worked there. They milked, I don't know, about 20 cows there.
So just normal people.
Meat. like I say, it was out self-supporting right there.
Wow. Maybe we should do that.
Now, where did world? Well, that's getting right back to your high education. Oh, we don't need that. Well, you know. That, you can take your high education, as far as I'm concerned, is what ruined us today. I get so darn mad when they talk about your education. Give me an old guy that he got any.
Yeah.
That's used to working, you know?
Yeah. Well, they're trying to trying to open it back up to the young people that you get into trades, man. I look at these kids in HVAC, they get a job right away. I look at old Aaron Holsworth, two boys, Matt and Roy, and they went through Ferris's HVAC, and they both got 6-figure jobs now, and they're just young boys, but they got a trade. And you look at electricians, what they're getting, you know, and yeah, you're right, builders. Look at Bobby, and you know, your son Bobby, how hard a time he has getting anybody to work. If it wasn't for Joe Harris, hell, he'd be on his own, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. Of course, Bobby wasn't probably the easiest to work for. He was, you know, we brought him up to work.
Right, you did. Yep, he's done it well.
He's a little different than old Dad. Old Dad would try to find an easier way, just run his mouth, you know. You know, but Bobby, well, everybody can't do that, so.
Right.
I said, Bobby might just well work, you know, let me run my mouth.
I know a lot of people go out to Stonehouse Vineyard out there, the Greg and Kathy Adams' place, and they're just marveled by the architectural and the building of that place. And I always tell them, you know, who built this? Les Ellison's boy, Bobby. I always bring your name up. Les Ellison's boy, Bobby, built this. He did a beautiful job, didn't he?
Well, I tell you.
You taught him.
That there ain't anything I could tell people, not bragging.
No.
The only thing we haven't been into is an airplane, working on that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But by God, from then on, well, steam engine.
Right.
But, I mean, we have been there and done everything, you know?
Yeah.
We bumped our heads a hell of a lot of, we done a lot of stuff that most people won.
Right.
It's like, how many buildings that was sagged way down on the roof in the middle?
Yeah.
And we went in there, jacked that center up, put cables across and pulled the sides in, you know?
Yeah.
God, it's just...
What did you build? I know I had a class reunion out to Les's Shack. That was pretty popular back in the 70s, 80s, even the 90s.
Probably.
What made you build that shack, Les? You just saw a need for a community center?
Yeah, well, it was up to Robert Johnson's wedding anniversary for Nadine's folks, Walt Alry. I said wedding anniversary. I think it was their 60th wedding anniversary. We got sitting there talking, drinking a couple beers, which was against my belief, but I had to be sociable, you know.
Right, yeah.
And they got talking. They said, well, you know, geez, it'd be nice if we had a place where we could go snowmobiling. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll furnish a place if you guys help build it. We'll start next weekend. Well, next weekend, old Carl Laprise was the first one to come over there. And that's where it started.
That's Randy's dad, was it, Carl?
Huh?
Was Randy his son?
Yeah,
Carl?
yeah.
Hey, Les, you guys were all builders down there, farmers down there, and what have you. Worked with your hands. There was a lot of cement people from, if I remember right, back when I was a kid growing up, we had Blakely up here doing cement work, but it seems to me all the Stilsons and Parkers and the Olson. Man, who started all that cement work?
I don't know. Now you get back. I was going to say get way back. The old block layers and cement guys started. John Seaman.
Oh.
He lived on the end of 9 Mile over there. He laid more cement blocks. Well, like old Carl Ellison. Look at their back, you know.
Yep.
But old John Seaman, he was one of probably of the 9 or 10 around there that was cement guys, you know.
Yeah. Must have been.
He just started. He kept growing, and just like Stilson. Well, I never was a block layer. I could set one on top of the other, but I mean, Norm Over, he could lay a cement block. You remember Norm?
Yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember the name real well.
Yeah. God, he could lay cement block too. Boom, boom.
But
Miller and them.
A lot of those guys down there just went into flat work and did real well, and it's kind of dwindling down now, isn't it, Parker?
Oh, yeah, hell, you can't get nobody, you know.
No.
It just, I don't know. Well, like I say, the good book says there's some stuff you have better forget and don't believe into, and work is one of them now.
Yeah, really? Well, we got Randy Balmick up here. You know, he's out there.
Yeah.
He does a great job.
Man.
Flat work, yeah. And then we got, I don't know who else. I guess there's a few others left.
Yeah, that's it. If you get on the phone and say, well, Pat, call, give me 2 or 3 cement guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Joe Bayshaw might be able to think of some, but right off the hand here, I think of Randy. And, well, you got, the Curtis boys there, Ron's boys, Jim and...
they're busy yet.
Yeah, they're busy. They do the poured walls, and Chuck Rogers up in Paris.
Parker, he don't do Bob there. He's a good cement guy, but...
Right. He's getting up there in age now.
Yeah, he's getting where the fun's all over with, you know?
But a lot of things have changed in our world, that's for sure.
Man.
But it's been a good ride, ain't it?
I tell you that. And, you know, Pat, I hate to keep slamming Big Rapids.
No, you're fine.
'Cause I made a living there, you know, I'll admit it.
Yeah.
My wife made a living there as a college. But I got one question to ask you. Look at the businesses getting better all the time. Look at the businesses that we have shut the door on in Big Rapids.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, geez, Pat, and there wasn't no big high-paying jobs, but
no.
I
But they
remember
paid.
when the city, I think 58, the city was paying $285. I remember old Routley. What was his name? Dave Routley's
Right.
dad.
Yeah, that was Dave too, I believe. Bill Routley's
I think
dad.
you're right.
Yeah, Dave Routley was the dad. Yeah.
But worked there, and like I say, I think it was $285. Well, then Howard, Blakely, he worked there for a while, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Then he kind of went on his own.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not bragging, but I helped a few of them get started. Howard was one.
Yeah.
I helped him get started on we had little block jobs somewhere, and I got conned Howard into it. Oh, down on the river it was, down here.
Sure.
And we used to, remember years back we built them, had that cottage out in front there, that demo.
Yeah, I sure do. I remember. Boy, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
God, we sold a lot of them. Built them. Dick Marlette, you remember Dick?
Yeah. Wow, you're going back.
It's just like that street right there.
Yeah.
Other than Curries, what's on there? It used to be, of course, I guess the restaurant's still there. But it used to be Niemer's.
Yeah.
And then we got old Marlette's Barbershop.
Yeah.
Remember that?
The Stone House there, yep. I remember that, yep. Then Hall's Market, Eichenberg's, yep. And Jorgensen's gas station there.
And then the old...
Stan's Body Shop, Ernie's Body Shop, yep. Then the old junkyard out there a little bit further.
Curly's.
Yep, Curly's, very good, yeah. And Katie's.
Now...
Life was simple.
I don't know what caused all this stuff to go.
Well, I think it's called American greed. Don't you?
God, you just now. What can you go in Big Rapids and really buy as far as a specialty? Yeah, you can't buy any truck parts.
No.
Very much of anything other than what Walmart or Menards handle, you know?
Yeah. Well, I remember when we used to have 3 grocery stores all owned locally or within 40 miles.
Yeah. God almighty, I think about all
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Judson's Hardware.
Yeah, right.
Now, I was thinking the other day, or last night it was, I said, where do you go to get a piece of glass now cut?
Yeah.
Is there a glass place around?
Reed City, that's all. Little town of Reed City's got Reed City Glass up there. I don't think there's any around here. I don't know if Lowe's does it or not.
Yeah.
Do they?
Glass and plexiglass and all that stuff.
Do they? Yeah. That's the trouble, though. The corporations took over. And, just like when Myers came into town, everybody said, oh, great, we're going to get a Myers.
Yeah.
Well, that put Bob Davis's Carters out, and
You see,
Denny's
everybody
Value Land.
thought, that's a big deal. It'd be nice to have a big store come in that's got everything. Well, I tell you, they got a few of them big stores come in, then they got control of it.
Yeah.
Push a little fella out.
Oh, yeah.
The big stores is only going to keep what they want, anything for a fast dollar. Where the little stores, they'd put something on the shelf. If it took 6 months to sell, okay, They didn't have to have a 300% profit.
Amazon
they could just get by old Pond Ma,
Right. Well, going back to Stanwood again, you guys, I remember when I was a kid, man, there was something in every one of those stores down there. And I remember when the railroad through there, But
yeah.
That was a big deal back in the day. But now it kind of shrunk and businesses went out. You got a young man down there now. I know you know the family, the Hunty family.
Yeah.
Tyler's trying to renovate that end of the town there. What's your theory on that? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I guess it's better than sitting there letting the rats take over.
Right.
There's all them stores across the road from the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I'm starting to call it Honeyville.
Mm-hmm.
But, Pat, I can go back quite a ways on that. You see, that really, Honey's all started from the Andersons.
Okay.
Old Perry Anderson lived up on top of the hill there, but that's where, working in a post office, mail carrier, and kind of affiliated with the government. That's where it all started. Then it was just a hand-me-down all the way through.
Wow. Okay. Would his daughter married Mr. Hunty then?
Yeah, Bill's wife was Ruth. She was an Anderson.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I said. It all started through there.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful that Tyler is investing and got a vision down there for you all down there. I think it's going to be great. You got Canadian Lakes there. If you can get some businesses in there, those people will come in and support. They're not that far. That Canadian Lakes, you probably knew that Don Bowman, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, he was a visionary, wasn't he? Wow, just a sand pit out there, wasn't it?
Well, it's just like School Section Lake.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, Pat, when that was free. The county, I think the county mowed it out there.
Mm-hmm.
But we go out there, it was free to everybody,
Mm-hmm.
And now look, it all turned into big money.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but are wrong, but by God, I tell you, you're getting right back to where I said you're being led. It's just like your inspections.
Yeah.
We can't. You can take your inspectors and probably take 10 of them. And be honest with you, one guy could do it all. I get so many places. Well, this ain't my department. This ain't my department. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it ain't nobody's department. Who the hell does it then? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the fees on when you started building houses? What was the fee on an inspector to inspect a house?
I don't.
Couple dollars?
Yeah, it didn't amount to much, of course.
Boy, it does now, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Hell, it's stopping people from building. I mean,
yeah.
They're up to $300, $300 or $400. Well, who was to tell me a while back here $700 for a building permit? Now, Pat, that you can say what you wanna, but they talk about a free country. Talk all you wanna, blow all the smoke you wanna. As far as I'm concerned, there ain't a damn one of them. It's just like them inspectors. If you only knew how little they don't know, they are smart enough to kind of read the book. And they got the authority over you. They come out to your house and look at it, well, they're more important than you are.
Yeah.
It's just like a few years back, Bobby and I and Eddie Holt, Dick Myers, we put in some septic. Well, we built some houses along the river up there. Put in septic tanks. So the name septic tanks is all inspected, everything right. A year later, I think there were 3 of them that plugged off. Well, where's the inspector? Get a hold of the guy that put them in.
Right.
See, we didn't need the inspection in.
Right. Yeah.
No, that, Pat, I tell you, stuff is going. I can't hardly wait till I'm leaving this old world because I'm getting to the point where I blow up too quick on some of this stuff.
What?
I don't even make any common sense. I know we had troubles up there when I was in the building business, up there at the courthouse. I got in quite a heated discussion with the state up there. We had a meeting one night, and of course I thought I was Big Poncho. I wasn't going to back down from any of them, you know?
Yeah, you didn't, Les, but the problem is I think too many people were too busy making a living for their family and let other people make the laws that never were down at the earth making
You're right. They just, like I say, as long as they didn't tap you on the shoulder right today, well, let them go. But then tomorrow when it starts tapping you on the shoulder, now we're going to start raising.
Right. I think
that's about it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what's happening right now in America. You know, you look at these people that don't like Christians and putting up the flags from their country. What the hell are they even doing here if they don't like America the way it is? And they're trying to change us.
Exactly.
I don't want to get in too deep, but that's pretty sad. Did you ever think that would happen?
You know, anymore, the guy got to watch what the hell you're talking.
Well, that's what got us in trouble, though, because we didn't speak up. We're the quiet giant in America, you know.
Now you get trampling on somebody's toes too much. Now that's just here I'm jumping all over. Now out there in Illinois, they had this kill building where they butchered these horses, these old horses. And anti-horse people raised so much trouble. I'm not going to say the word hell. Raised so much, but they closed it down. So it closed down for about a year. then somebody had smoke enough to get the fire going. They opened it back up. But the problem is they couldn't get inspectors because there's too many inspectors was told they may come to work, but getting home may be different.
Really?
Yeah, so they couldn't get no inspectors.
Oh my
People were scared that they was going to end up in the gut barrel too, you know?
Right. Wow.
So that's what's going to happen today. They're going to muck you around. You can back a guy so far in the corner. When he ain't got no place else to go, he's going to come out of fighting.
Yeah.
And that's just exactly what's going to happen here. We're seeing it already. I can see it that we got everybody wants to be an inspector. Gravy job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember years back, Pat, and I'm not going to run the graphics down, but when I worked at the lumber yard, I was called, I'm not going to use any names, because I was called to figure an estimate on a building. I forget now what it was. They sent it down, I said, yeah, I'll figure it. They sent it down, and I looked it over, and I got on the phone, called back up, and they said, well, I hate to tell you this, there's no way anybody can figure an estimate off of what you got here. I said, there's only about a third there. I said, there's no overhang, there's no nothing on this, what we got a bid on. Well, then the final word was, well, Lester, would you come up and write this down, what we got to have for people to bid on? So that's what old Lester done. Like I say, I never bragged about it, never complained about it. We didn't get the job neither.
Right, but you got common sense.
But anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what was
I tell you, there's no end to what you and I. You know, we could go back here. Oh God, I don't even know how to say it anymore. We could go back so far that people be lost in our dust.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, how old are you going to be in your next birthday? And when is it? 95?
Yeah.
God, you're doing good, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't.
How many girlfriends you got now?
Well, I had to limit them down. There's a reason. If you know, there ain't too many people bite off more than they can chew, you know?
Right. But you always did, though.
So I got finally smartened up. I just kind of slowed down on a lot of stuff.
What's the secret to your longevity, Les? What would you?
I ain't gonna answer that. Hell, you know me.
No, what do you think? How old is your brothers? Are they all gone now?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I outlived them all. About 80. I think Don was about 79, and Harry, he was in the 80s, and Bob was in the 80s, I guess. But my dad was in the 80s. My grandpa was in the 80s. But you know, really, not bragging.
No, don't brag. Just tell me.
All we done is worked all of our lifetime.
Yes, you did.
Just work, you know? My grandpa, he had, I don't know how many acres of corn in the day he died. He went to bed and went to sleep.
Yeah. Wow.
He was cultivating. So he was up in the 80s.
Well, you've always had a purpose in life. I always preach that. If you don't have a purpose in life, you're not going to go anywhere.
You know.
And
whether you know it or not, Pat, but you set a mouthful right there. You set a mouthful. That's what I tell people. You know, I was never satisfied. And I don't mean that to just be a genuine bugger, but if you don't have a goal, when you make that goal, you go for another one.
There you go. That's great advice. Yep.
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 I've told more people that if you don't have something to work for, you know.
Yeah, and you always have, haven't you?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you picked up a hammer?
Oh.
One too
Well,
many?
I don't know, probably 3 years ago now.
Yeah,
I was done. My damn legs and back is good. I'm going in Thursday. They're going to wire me to 220 now.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, I can just plug into a 220.
Yeah.
And away I go.
You've got a lot of friends, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I don't have... people say, you get anybody coming? And I said, yeah. They get more damn people coming down. Sometimes you get tired of them, Pat, but by God, you know, you get thinking that, well, they must think something of you.
Yeah, well, they do.
But I lie so much to some of them. They like to have them good lies, you know. You see, there's two types of crooks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bad crook, there's an honest crook, and that's what I am.
You're an honest crook?
Honest crook. You know?
I love it. Yeah. No, you've had a great reputation down there. I just kind of wanted people to get to know you a little bit and understand what you're thinking, and I think you've done that pretty good today. And
well, I'm going to have to leave you.
Got a great farm out there. You're great family. You can see that by all of them stuck around. You don't have one kid left, do you?
Huh?
Every one of your kids live right around you, don't they?
Yep.
That says a lot about you right there. Pretty proud of their dad.
They're just like a bunch of honeybees, and this is the old hive, you know?
You didn't have king.
God, the fun days, though. I do. I used to go up there to the restaurant there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. On the curb up there.
Van Brocklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I left to sit there. I left. They always had a bunch, 8, 9 guys come in there. Mm-hmm. Old guys.
Billy Ward.
Oh, Red Vomic and God almighty. I'd walk in there once in a while. Come on over and sit down, Lester. No. I says, I appreciate you. But the reason I won't, because I sat there 10 minutes, I'm going to get acting just like the old duffers.
Right, yeah. That's true, though. You always kept going, didn't you?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Well, I tried to keep, you know, there's a lot of things out there that a gentleman could do.
Well, let's stop there for a minute. Now, you top of the hour, 103.9. We're at 10 o'clock, Bob.
WBZX Big Rapids.
But, Lester, if you was tell a young guy today, if he wanted to be successful, what's he got to do? What would you tell him?
The first thing, and I always preach this, the first thing, Pat, and you can prove what I've even talking about, is you got to sell yourself first. Mm-hmm. Now you say, what do you mean? Well, Curry knows exactly what I mean. You got yourself sold to the public. Everybody knows you. They knows you're crooked. I meant knows you're honest, you know.
Right, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So, like I say, that's the first thing. You get yourself, so I used to telling people in the store, I said, you start a store up, the first thing you got to sell, and the only thing you got to sell is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I have been to a lot of old stores years back up here in Big Rapids. Yeah, I could go to Curries and buy it cheaper, but no, I like them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's only because you got yourself sold to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Price, yeah, means something, but it sure as hell don't get the job done.
Right.
Now, I will say, for being an 8th grader, that lumberyard was the best thing that ever happened to me. That's the best thing ever happened to me. And here, but I was willing to learn, you know?
Mm-hmm. So it molded you into Lester Ellison, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I tell you, friends like Cliff Losey. Remember Cliff Losey?
Real well, yeah.
Yeah. Him and I was the best of friends. Now there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He could have bought me 1,000 times over for the dollar bills. But Pat, he was as close to me as close could be.
I remember him. Go ahead.
I like to say, now them people like that, you know, money wasn't everything, you know.
Yeah, he had Michigan cigar there for many years.
Yep.
And was he from Big Rapids, Cliff?
I think so. He was old. God, who was his father-in-law?
Walter Lips. Tony Fox. Tony Fox.
Tony Fox.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah. Gretchen's dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Pat, I'm going to let you go, and I appreciate you giving me your time, because, like I say, now that was more important than Donald Trump calling me. You know.
Well, I tell you what, Les. I tell you what. I've met a lot of characters in this town, but I've never met a character like you, nor have I respected anybody as much as I have you. And I'll tell you why. Because you were always there when I was young and I needed help. You were there to help me. And I never forgot that. I thought, wow, you know, this guy doesn't need helping me. But you were always right there whenever I needed something. And I reciprocated later on. I hope I did enough, but I don't think I did. But I'll tell you what, I love people with character. You've always had that. And I'd love to call you again. We'll talk again someday. But
I hope so. But I could sit and run my mouth all day to you, you know?
Oh, I know it. Well, people that didn't know you, I hope got to know you a little bit better today. Yeah.
Some of them probably wish they never met me, you know?
I never met anybody that didn't like you. But I'm sure there is somebody out there, because there is with everybody.
Yeah.
But,
especially their husbands, you know?
Right. Well, I was going to touch about that. I always said you were the ladies' man of Stanwood, and I told my wife, stay out of Stanwood.
Yeah.
That Lester, the ladies' man.
You know.
Yeah.
You help those that need help.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, well, Pat, I'm going to let you go, and I appreciate you thinking enough of me to turn around and get me in this predicament, you know?
Yep, there you go. I'm glad I did.
Lester, you have a very nice Christmas, and thank you very much for coming on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you bet. Love you, Les. You take care.
Yep. You too.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah. I'll tell you now, Lester's going to be 95 years old. He will be on the marquee at the station. We'll celebrate that for a whole month. You know, you have Polish month, you have Irish month, you have Norwegian month. What other months do the states here, United States, they polish up those peoples? Well, anyway, I'm going to have for the whole month, Les Ellison month. I'll tell you what, I met a lot of people. John, you're a great guy. Jake, Bob, met a lot of great people. But I'll tell you that when it comes to the top 5 people in my life, I'll tell you, Les Ellison's helped out more people.
He sure has, and he's done a lot to help people out with business, like the Parkers and Olsons and all them people with the flat work. And now I think there's some new boys. You was talking about flat work, and I was listening to you, and it would be the Hans from out to Chippewa Lake, and they're doing a lot of flat work and do some pretty good work too. You know, so that's nice to see some of these younger kids come out and take over and do some of that stuff. It's well needed in the Big Rapids area.
Bob, what do you think? 95 years old, going to be. He's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty sharp.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good mind on him. You know? And he'd like to touch on more, but next time maybe we'll call him on his birthday if his birthday's on a Tuesday.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the old Buffalo man, the doctor. Remember that?
Cummins?
Cummins, yeah.
Slovati.
I think he done it quite a little bit down in there too.
We could have talked a lot about
a
lot more about that, but we did with Dr. Fry here a few months ago, so we got a lot of history out of there. And I just want to slow down a little bit and just relax. And realize what we just had. We had an icon on from Stanwood, Michigan, 95 years old, going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that man's lived through America, hasn't he?
Proven fact that hard work don't kill you, does it?
No, that's sure not. Yeah. Well, we're babbling on now, Bobby. What else at the end of the show here? I want to thank our...
let's ask Jake one more time the events. He's been sitting here very patiently.
Well, he's been a good boy. Drink some whiskey.
You know, Les is the guy you just want to... For me, you just want to sit back and listen to the history. You know, it's great to do that, be able to sit back and listen to all that history. Because some of those people I've heard of around here. I wasn't here my whole life, but I do know those names. So, the big things that we got coming up. We've got the Suns box dinners on the 20th. The Suns will be out doing that, the Suns of Ambets. Then we've got the 41st Annual Musicians Christmas Party out there at the Eagles on the 23rd at 6 p.m. Come on out, $10 to get in. And then we also have the Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. So if you don't have somewhere to go or you want to come help serve and volunteer, come on down on Christmas Day starting at 2 p.m. at the Ambets. And keep Linda Beulah in your prayers. It's Sherry Eichenberg's birthday and Mark Danielson's birthday.
Yeah, and then talking about prayers, the Fattoris lost an icon in their family, Mrs. Fattori. 75 years old, gone on to heaven. The Fattoris got some great kids in Big Rapids, and I know they adored their grandmother. She was at their games all the time, and you know it's pretty tough. You know, when you look at life and why is there so much hate, man? Love is so much easier, and Fattoris did that. You know, she led by example, and just our hearts are out, thoughts and prayers for the Fattori family. I don't know who else did we lose. We lost a lot of people lately, but I want to say Thursday, Rex Schuberg is promoting the downtown, the Pocket Park. They're having festival things down there. I think they're Christmassy stuff or whatever, you know, Christmas festival.
And I would like to talk one more time about the Santa Claus and at the Red Fox from 5 to 7, and we'll be doing live music there. And so come on in.
What day is that then? Thursday?
That's Thursday night,
so same
5
day.
to 7. Yeah.
It's the same day that they're having things.
Yeah. All
so
the people
Thursday night down in Big Rapids, City of Big Rapids, got a lot going on.
Yes, there always is. Very nice. I think you bring your sleigh into the Red Fox. And we've got a nice little group coming in there to play music for a couple hours. So put a lot of smiles on kids' face and parents and all kinds of stuff. So come on in and join us.
Bob, what else we got going on? Anything else, Bob?
Well, we had Bill Sella in a little while ago talking about Coffee with a Cop. That's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be Bell's Coffee House downtown.
Where?
Bell's downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Right there in Michigan. 116 North Michigan Avenue. And they are going to, you can drop off your unwrapped gifts for Wise during the season of giving. And once again, it's Coffee with a Cop. So, again, that is tomorrow from 9 until 11, Bell's Coffee House in Big Rapids. So there you go.
Okay, well, anything else? Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so, Bob. We're going to wrap it up. 10 after 10.
Got to tell everybody Merry Christmas.
Well, we ain't quite there yet.
Well,
but
getting close.
God, you're right. It's close.
Weeks.
December, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some big birthdays coming up. Christ the King is born on the 25th, right?
Yeah, put that on the side.
Yeah, there you go. All right, enough going on. Let's see. God Bless America is my favorite saying. What song should we sing at the end here?
Well,
Bob?
we got to get back to you went wrong here. So,
no, Jen said I could have the whole morning.
Oh, well, I'll go home. I'll teach you how to run this thing.
You're going to spend the night, so we'll be here for the sports show
that's
tomorrow.
Right. I'm spending
tomorrow
the
we
night
got
on the couch tonight.
Brennan Walsh will be here tomorrow with the sheriff.
Okay.
And I think Jason Kostecki maybe too, along with Brennan. They're the top dogs of the basketball program up in Reed City. Should have another great year as they always do.
Yeah.
Win or lose, they're good
I'll stay here
sports up
because
there.
I can't get out of the driveway. So
okay. Well, God bless America. Bob, thanks, Jake. Thanks, John.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat.
Hi, this is meteorologist Morris Langworthy with your B1039 weather. But first, let me tell you about Lake